Okay, so the things you will need for this DIY project, I'm so excited. So the first thing is just mini glue gun. I got this one at Target. Also any acrylic paint. This is a lavender color in the color Satin Lavender. Got that at Target as well. And the letter H at Target. And I will paint the letter H with the purple, and then some ribbon. And these flowers I got at Dollar Tree, just for $1. Great place to find some flowers. And then I got this little bird at Joann's, as well as some of these flowers I got Joann's because I wanted some other kinds of flowers as well, and and I saw them at Joann's and they were perfect. And then you're gonna need any wreath. This is I can't remember what it's called, a nest wreath or something like that. I got that at Joann's as well, and right now I epically failed trying to cut the flowers off with scissors. It was a big fail. So instead I just decided pulling them off, and it kind of worked out better in the end, as you will see. So I basically just take the flowers and pull up until they are all off. And now I'm basically just laying them out on the wreath like I want them. You could start off with hot gluing them down, but I just was kind of afraid to do that because I didn't know if I would like it or not. So instead I started off just by randomly thinking of a pattern and seeing how it goes. Like a lot of times I would put stuff in and take it out, and it's just really personal preference, however you want your wreath to look and the combination. And I just kept going until I had about half of the wreath done, and I really liked how it turned out. For my combination, I basically start off by having like the same 4 flowers in a row, and then I would repeat that, and then I would add just green around the edges to make it more colorful, even more colorful, to add the green in. I think adding the green really helped. Now I'm taking the hot glue gun and hot gluing down the pieces. Like I said, I was afraid I wouldn't like how it turned out and I'd be stuck with it because I hot glued it down. So what I did, I just took like 4 flowers out at a time and then hot glued them down, just so I would remember the pattern and everything and I wouldn't get it mixed up.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, I really like it so far.
It's really cute.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I was like, where have you been? Hold on, let me stop recording. So this is what it ended up looking like with my flower pattern. I really like it. Again, I got my flowers at Joann Fabrics and Dollar Tree, and I just really enjoy this color scheme, so I'm really happy how it turned out. And I think laying it out first and then hot gluing it was the way to go for me because it really wasn't too hard. Now I'm just taking my wooden H and painting it purple. Pretty self-explanatory. I just took a sponge applicator and I kind of just put the paint in a plastic container, kind of ratchet. And I'm just painting it, making sure, I think I did 2 coats fully, but I let it dry and then I did the second coat. And just make sure you get it all covered inside and out, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So now was the placement of the H. Don't let me fool you, it took me probably 10 minutes to figure out how I wanted to put the H on there, so it did not just take me 4 seconds to figure it out. So I'm just laying down some hot glue really quick because I learned out the hard way. It dries really quick, and at first I tried putting it all in the back of the H and then putting it down, and that completely failed. So now I'm taking it like little steps at a time. So I just did the center there, and then the next one is going to be like little edges. I lift up the edge and kind of hot glue it right there down, and you don't really need to use a lot of hot glue because just like 3 little things of hot glue made it stick down. It looks wobbly on camera, but it's completely firm and it's not gonna fall off. And then in the center I kind of just made a little brigade of glue to make sure that it sticks really good. So this is the finished product without the bow. I will show you how to do a bow later, but this is what it came up with, and I added the little bird in there. But you could completely leave it like this without the bow, but I just decided to add a little purple bow to it. But I also really like how it looks like this as well. So for the bow, I really failed. You could probably find so many better videos on how to do a bow, but this was me. You should have stopped right there, like right here, but I went and did a halfway again. I don't know what I did, but I completely messed it up. In the end, I just ended up cutting off that little strand off and then gluing it on the back, you'll see. But once you get your two things folded over and over, you want to pinch it in the middle and take a twist tie. This was the bow I used to show you guys how to make it. This isn't the actual bow I used in my wreath. The first one turned out so much better because I actually had a real twisty tie. That did not work. I had to end up hot gluing it, but originally using a twisty tie will do the trick. And then you just take like a little half piece of fabric to wrap around the middle to hide the twist tie, or in my case hot glue, and you just want to hot glue that around, and then this is what the bow ends up looking. This one kind of looked really bad, but there's plenty of other videos to find. This was my actual bow. It turned out a little bit better, and this is the end result. I really enjoy it, and I showed a picture to my mom and she really loved it too. It was her Mother's Day present. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I have an amazing day, and I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys later.